Good morning, everyone. I'm so sorry for the delay. I woke up, my computer was updating and resetting, and it was like, don't turn off the computer, leave it on, blase, blase. But I don't think we missed much. Let me get everything situated. I still got my eyes on the charts, but could be going up, but I don't know yet. Okay, got that sent. Okay, so first, let's talk about yesterday. Oh my goodness, right? Looking back, my psychology had me more messed up than the actual charts. But that's because I knew in the back of my head I shouldn't be trading. But it worked out in the end. If you guys remember, let's do a recap from yesterday. What the hell? Okay, there we go. So if we do a recap from yesterday, we were like way up here targeting this new week opening gap, equilibrium of the opening gap, which was constitutional encroachment. Y'all know I was like super like intense. I was like, oh my gosh, is it gonna get there? Is it gonna get there? And as y'all see, it bled all the way through it. And hindsight, looking back, where I thought it was like a lot of like choppiness and like nastiness, prices going up, I had a feeling. It was choppy. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot of chop. And then it broke down, chopped again. This is where we were, and it was chopping me up. And then Powell spoke, and it bled out and broke down. So it felt a lot worse than what it actually was. My mentor again told us don't trade today, especially because we had a big range yesterday. I was able to catch a little bit more in the PM session in this area. I was able to catch a sell, and then we just like been consolidating ever since. Look at this nastiness. So my mentor quoted like after a big range day, like don't trade, sit sidelines, and it's NFP week. I'm gonna read you the quote. But let's talk about when I woke up this morning and I got on my trading view in the top left hand corner, it said, I took a picture of it too. I don't know if you guys ever seen anything like this, but it said data issue, delayed streaming. The issue is on the exchange side. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I know I'm not like any big party or making a bunch of money where they gotta start like watching me. So you see this gap in here? I guess like it had some like issues. Like that's not a real gap. You see how it went from like 6:15 in the morning to 7 a.m. Like there was like missing information. And then if you go to I use this one because it's closest to my broker. But let's say for instance we were to use Onanda. You see, like it doesn't have that gap from 6:15. Like you see what I mean? It has it clear market. So I'm just like, that was really weird. And I looked at my broker and they had clean market too. So it must have just been Capital. I'm glad though that it was able to get it together. And with my computer updating, I did take the time to like make sure Capital is like not feeding me any like bogus data, trying to get me caught up. I don't know if I'm being paranoid or what. I don't know. But it looks like it's going smoothly now. Like I'm using my iPad and I'm comparing like the 1 minute to Onanda's 1 minute. And it's looking like it's moving in tandem. So I don't think they trying to get me too off guard. I mean, I don't know. It got me feeling funny though. But as I mentioned when we first got on the live stream, I thought I was going to go up, and it's still pushing up. I am not pushing a button today. I'm not. I might be done for the week. I didn't get all 15 handles. I got, I think I'm at like 10 handles for the week, as opposed to my goal of being 15 handles. I did, because I did get my promotion the first day, which was Monday. I was able to like bag at least 2 days of work of last week. So currently, dollar amount, I'm equal, if not more than what I even made last week. But I'm not at my handle goal. So, you know, you got to ask yourself which one's more important, the money or the handles. I think they're kind of both equally important. Like right now, like the only reason why I have quote unquote more dollar amount is because I increased. Oh, snaps. It's because I increased my lot sizes for that day. So I don't know. I'm not forcing it though. Like we had news that just came out called ADP non-farm employment change at 8:15. Then we had a yellow folder trade balance. And then we also have Federal Chairman Powell testifying again today. Oh my goodness. And then it's NFP week. So let me read to you what my mentor said. So he was like, hold on, let me pull up the DXY. Oh, and that's something else I wanted to talk about. The DXY. Here we go. The DXY. So my mentor a while ago, had these like levels marked out for like the draw on liquidity. I'm saying like he had this marked like way back here, February time, maybe even January time. I don't even know for sure. But we had this rejection block, consequential encroachment of this week. Then we had the premium array as the buy side liquidity. But the biggest attention goes to this volume imbalance was like the main draw on liquidity. And once we got there, it filled it completely. And then now it's rejecting. So he was like, let me read it. Let me read it so I don't misquote the guy. So he was like, now consider. This week is non-farm payroll protocol. This means we would want to be done in our trades by Wednesday New York AM session, which is today. Federal Chairman Powell testifies again at 10 a.m. We saw our target hit for the higher time frame daily with dollar. Is it high probability to trade more? And so he was like, knowing when not to, why not to is far more important than what's next, which bias is for today, what fair value gap is the right one. Stillness. Large range day yesterday into a high time frame target sets the stage for cautious AM session. So we have to be cautious. And after yesterday, I don't think I want that stress. I don't know if I created that stress in my head. I don't know if I created that stress in my head or if it was like for real stressful. But I don't know. I don't think I'm trying to do all that. But I mean, I'm gonna read tape. So I mean, hypothetically, since we reached this target, I know we're not allowed to call tops and bottoms, but maybe it is time for some retracement down into this. You know, first draw on liquidity. I don't know. This is just what what I typically do on any other day. This is how I read it. This is, I don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to reject off of this to continue higher? If it's truly bullish and we are reaching higher, I don't know. Let me see on the daily. Is there any other? We still have this fair value gap above the volume imbalance that it could be reaching towards, but I mean, we have been going extremely up, so maybe it is time for a retracement lower. We would just have to wait and see if this low is broken. Then we could be targeting this fair value gap. And if we are if the DXY is going to go to this imbalance, then that means DXY is going lower, so SPX should go higher. And that's how I came to that conclusion. Like, I think the DXY is going to go higher. Disregard this gap. That's not a true volume imbalance. Like, that's capital acting fluky this morning. But okay, so let's go to the the SPX, right? So since yesterday at 2 p.m., we made a low, and that was the low for yesterday, which came in at 3979.6. And then this morning at 7 a.m., we barely took the sell side liquidity at 3979.4. But I mean, sell side liquidity grab is a sell side liquidity grab. So, and we had this nice reaction higher. Came down a lot. This was at that red folder, the ADP non-farm employment change. Had a major retracement lower, came back up. I did see a market structure shift bullishly in here. Right here, it came down to this fair value gap, broke up again, came down. But you see how, like, choppy it is? Like, oh my goodness, just imagine if we had skin in the game. Like, that'll give me so much anxiety. Like, say, for instance, we did catch this, which came out at 826. Price hasn't even, it's gone up, and we could have caught our 5 handles, high key. But my chart, my computer was tripping. It was updating. So I couldn't even see it on my chart on my laptop, and I didn't feel comfortable just trading merely off of my phone and my iPad, you know? Like, I needed to see the DXY, I need to see US 500, and I need to see my my MetaTrader or whatever. I need 3 screens. But I mean, if we can declare this as sell side liquidity taken, then what's next, right? Buy side liquidity. Let me fix this. There we go. Make that red. So if that's sell side, and you see how it was like barely taken here, but next buy side is up here, which are relatively equal highs. I'm definitely not pushing the button. You guys have no idea how hard it is for me to not push the button. I don't even know why it's this hard for me. Like, maybe you guys can relate, but I'm just gonna follow the rules. Like, it is what it is. My mentor says, like, this type of stuff repeats. Maybe we can catch something off of that. I'm definitely not going to trade. Just gonna read the tape. Maybe, though, like, it'll react off of this. It's just like, it's doing, like, low-key doing the same thing that it was doing yesterday. Like, maybe it is drawing towards RTP, but it's not going in, like, a smooth way. You know what I mean? Like let's say, for instance, this order block on a regular day can yield support. Let's see if it yields support on a day like this. And it's not. So I don't see any fair value gaps after we broke structure. Oh, there we go. So I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I think he also mentioned, like, be prepared for it to paint outside the lines. So I don't know. There's just a lot going on. This is exactly how I was feeling yesterday, and I'm definitely not putting any skin in the game because I barely came away alive yesterday. And I'm so grateful I was able to come back in the PM session to catch my 5 handles. What I am gonna do, because I have, like, an itch, right? I am gonna demo just to see something. I'm definitely not taking a live trade I guess I'm done for the week, unfortunately. Not in a negative way. It could have been like, oh, I'm done for the week because I like lost so much money. I actually made more money dollar amount than what I made last week. I just didn't catch as many handles. You know, my mentor gave us that goal of 15 handles a week for the next 3 months. So I feel kind of like unsatisfied because I'm only at like 11. But it is what it is. I'm not going to force it, especially in a hectic week like this. But it is like a little unsatisfying. Let me show you the DXY. So the DXY, it looks like it may be respecting this old buy-side liquidity high. This old high from, what day is this? January 6th. Looks like it could be respecting that. If that goes up, then SPX is going to go down. My mentor had his like over here. I thought that was pretty a good idea. I think he does that though to keep him from trading. But okay, so if we do go up, then the next draw on liquidity is like up here. This fair value gap. So it's either that's the premium, this is the discount. Let's see. On the 1 hour to get to that purple, all this time and opportunity in here. So we already cleared those buy sides. We got to go even further back. So I'm going to put a next one. The next one's there, which we already took though, because I do know we filled this completely. So we already took that one. I'm going to leave it there just in case. Then the next one's here at the bottom of my purple draw. So yeah. So if we do continue to go up, we would have to first break this high, maybe even this one here. Let me drop down to the 15 minutes. It's just so choppy. Like, ew. Ever since we filled it completely, it's been like super jagged. So I'm interested to see if it will fight through all of this just to get up here. Oops. If it will fight to get all the way up here, like, more power to you, DXY. You could be extremely bullish. But this seems like a lot easier to get to, in my opinion. Like, you only have to take out these lows to get to this draw on liquidity. That seems a lot smoother. It seems like it would have to fight a lot to get through it. But hey, like I keep saying, more power to you. I am leaving it subjected to the will of the charts. I am not forcing my will upon anything, especially with Powell coming out. Like, I learned my lesson. Even though it turned out okay, but it was not like how we normally trade. Like, it was not like easily managed anxiety. It wasn't, we got our 5 handles within 15 minutes. Before opening bell, it was like, man, we were in war. It was a lot. I will remember that day. Anyways, back to the charts. So back to the tape. So, oh yeah, that's what I was saying with the DXY. This looks like it's wanting to respect that January 6th high. Like, look at the bodies. Look at the bodies. Beautiful, beautiful, right? Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful bodies. So if this is going up, then we're going down on SPX. Where are we going to go down to? Let's see. So if we're going to go down, oh, I already got them leveled. I already got the levels. So if we're going to go down, this is the sweep. That's the sell side liquidity. Plus possibly still reaching into last week's new week opening gap could be the magnet. That's what I was using yesterday when I caught this sell here. I saw the DXY still pushing up yesterday, and then on the 15-minute, it displaced lower here, and it left a fair value gap behind, and I saw price reach into that and gave a reaction lower. And so I was able to catch this drop here on the 1 minute. So I dropped down to the 1 minute after I saw that on the 15 minute here. Beautiful. And then I was able to catch it with the 2022 model, which was okay. So it dropped down, broke this low, left a fair value gap and a volume imbalance behind, came back up. I shot it. Boom. Caught that. Caught my 5 handles all the way to here. And I closed, and I was targeting for the draw on liquidity. For the draw on liquidity to be this previous new week opening gap here. It didn't quite get there though. It got to how far away? About 10 handles away. Then it came back up and just consolidated ever since. So if we are able to break this sell side liquidity, after it did already take sell side liquidity, pulled back up, if we break it again, like this really could be the draw on liquidity. I have my eye on the DXY, and it's almost about to break its 15-minute high. So we can pose lower. Oh, snaps. Where did this purple box come from? Where the hell? Oh, that was the BISI. So okay, yeah. So this order block out of there. We broke down, respected that. I'm surprised we didn't come back up and fill in this before we went down. But if this is an inversion fair value gap, we should be able to like find some rejection on it to send it lower. Yesterday during his live mentorship, his live YouTube stream, he mentioned like on days like this, his rules aren't as like kept to the book as better days. So I don't know. Let's just see. Let's just test some of the theories. Let's just treat it as though it were a normal day. Obviously it's not, and we're not trading it. I promise you I'm not. But it looks as though we came up, we failed to make a higher high, and we displaced lower, taking out this low and this inversion fair value gap. So I would like to see it continue lower on a normal day, targeting this sell side. I would like to see that. With the DXY still going up. I'm also going to pull up NAS just to keep eye on any SMT divergence, which can like cause for manipulations, you know? Just to see. So it looks like NAS also made a lower low, so that's good. Did it fail to make a higher high though? Like, oops, dang. Did it fail to make a higher high? You see how we failed to get above that high? This made a higher high. So that's some SMT divergence for your ass. So, yeah, let's see if we can go lower. DXY looking like it wants to go higher. Targeting this sell side down here with the draw on liquidity being the new week opening gap, previous new week opening gap. I promise you, I'm not in this. I don't even want no smoke today. I don't want no smoke. No beef. Speaking of beef, we do have, like, let me minimize that real quick. You know, y'all know how I love the beef. So speaking of the beef, we were able to come up, fill all this in, come back down. So this is completely balanced with this run up and this pull back down. We still have some beef on this side to take care of from this run up. But if we were to fib from here to here, let's see. We are in a discount, like below equilibrium. So if it was truly bullish and wanted to fill in this beef, it could do so. I just have to get a better gauge on the DXY as the parameter, as whether or not Is it going to fill all this in, which y'all know I would love to see. Y'all know I love to see that. But it's also hard to say because we also have some down here too, you know? So definitely in a difficult place to be. You got to remember where we came from. We came from this like daily order block is sent price higher, above equilibrium. So that green line right here is the equilibrium from this high to this low. I thought it must have been from this one before we made that low. So let's change that. From this high to this low. Or was it, wait, let me put that back. Oops. What if I fib it from this high to this low? That's where it came from. That's where it came from. Sorry, guys. From this high to that low. We came straight to equilibrium and started to trade lower. So maybe it does want to reach for this sell side liquidity. The DXY just got its higher time frame bullish thingamabob, bullish targets, but so if it goes down, then we go up, and then if it goes up, then we could be reacting off of this to take out that high. So I see what he means. Once you reach your higher time frame objective, it does get like, now what? And that's why he said just like sit on the sidelines and wait for next week. Hopefully we get some clearer price action. We have these highs here. Might want to do some spring cleaning. So it's in a chop right now. From yesterday's low to this morning's highest high at 6 o'clock. Ain't doing much of nothing yet. Oh, and look at the DXY. Acting choppy as ever. It just reacted, so it didn't take out its 15-minute high. So let's see if it can take out this 15-minute low. Then we can know where we're reaching. Give us some indication. Oh man, I'm so glad I am not in a trade. Like, I would not be this like calm, cool, and collective. I would not. I would be like on edge. Y'all saw me yesterday. This is nice. That's a nice sell, maybe. A little fair value gap, maybe. I'm going to put this red. Let's see what happens. After this displacement lower. But is it really a displacement, though? Like, he mentioned, like, a displacement is like an elephant getting into a kiddie pool and it, like, overflowing. Like, are we really overflowing if we're in a consolidation? Oh, no. But, okay, let's drop down to the tape. So, we had this previous fair value gap, came down, painted outside the lines. It did not show rejection off of it. Instead, it broke back up through it, found some support on it, maybe breaking into this fair value gap using the 2022 model, volume imbalance, stop loss up there. If it is going to go down, like, times like this, who knows? Who really knows? That looks good, though. It's respecting. If it takes out this low, then that means that we were right with this pink box targeting this low here with a stop loss up here. What's NAS doing? Where'd my NAS go? Here we go. Hey! Don't do that. Wait a minute. Okay, so this is US 500. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, here we go. I see it. Maximize, restore. There we go. So NAS looking like it's following tandem. So we may have a true sell going on right now. Who knows? It could all be manipulation. Because the DXY definitely is going down. Like it rejected off of that old daily volume imbalance. and it's about to take out its 15-minute low. So I don't know why these pairs are acting like it wants to go lower. It should be trying to go higher, according to the DXY. What's this say? Move panel, delete pane, collapse, maximize. Let's collapse right now. I could always bring it back. Yeah. Yeah. So the fact that we're respecting this is all cool and great, but I'm like, can we trust it though? Can we really? Hey. Oh, I was about to say, what the fuck? Can we really trust it though? Cause like, look at this. Look at the DXY. Look at this bleed. Look at this bleed. I had a feeling. I was like, yo, are you sure you want to go higher and work through all of this mud? Like, are you sure you want to do that, DXY? Or would you rather just be like smooth, easy going into this fair value gap, which would have been my choice. You know, because if I was DXY, I wouldn't want to work through all this. Like, it was hard to find the next round liquidity. So if I was DXY, like I said, I wanted to see it get to here. It did just take that low, so that's why I'm surprised we're not seeing higher prices on SPX. Like, come on now, catch up. Don't be mustard. Sorry, that tickled me. Anyways, so yeah, it is acting like, okay, this purple fair value gap from earlier that I mentioned, even though it colored out the lines, came back up. It's still showing some respect. So let's see if we can take out this high since the DXY took out its low. What's NAS doing? Let me pull back NAS. Hey, how did this get down here? See how freaky like my trading view be acting? Like y'all saw me put my thing up there. Like I made a comment on it and everything. And the fact that it got back lower is weird. Hey, where'd my NAS go? Ugh, I'm not about to keep playing with this. Whatever. I'm about to look at NAS on my... It's so much easier though when it's all on one pane. NAS took out its high, so come back down into this fair value gap to go higher. Okay, let's see if SPX can follow suit. What's Dow doing? We haven't talked about Dow in a while. Dow made a higher, ooh, that's nice. Dow made a higher low, higher high. That's good. Finally, we're acting right. Yes. Yes, follow suit. DXY is bleeding. So, if this was any other day, I will be getting geeked. Let me see what I can do on a demo. I'm not trading, for real, for real. I swear I'm not. I'm good just watching price. Maybe I shouldn't even take a demo trade. But I mean, just to get that itch, you know, it's an addiction. It's an addiction. I don't know, maybe that's that gambler in me. But I am wise enough to not do it with my real money. That's all that matters. But I would pop this if it was real. You know, it just broke this, come back down, retest. Oh, it's fully closed now. So let's see what happens. Da, 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 da. And y'all know by this time it's already like 9:05. Like we would have been already had our 5 handles on any other day, but I was late, so I was big late to the charts. The DXY just took out its 15-minute low. So let's see if it can continue to push lower. And then if it does, we can reach for, we would need to see confirmation and taking out this high, respect before taking out this low, and then reaching for up here. This isn't, like, I'm not even trying to, I thought I heard something. I did hear something. Okay. I don't even know what I was saying. 5 handles would be up here. I don't know why 5 handles looking further and further away nowadays. That's PAL. Wow, look at this turning around. What the hell? I'm so glad I'm not in a trade. This would be causing me so much annoyance. Especially if I would have got on the charts on time. I thought I heard something. Hold on. Hello? Okay, here I come. All right, bye. Give me 1 second, guys. This is looking trash already. I thought I heard something. I was like, what the fuck? Hold on. Okay. I was like, what? Am I tripping? I was like, y'all saw my face. I was like, what the hell? I know I heard something. We still have some construction going on right now, some remodeling or whatever. So, those are the guys. Those are the guys. Yeah, so check this out. The DXY broke this low, came back up, retraced, possibly still reaching lower. Y'all see how the morning's been. A lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but gradually going down. So that's what we may have to expect, a continuation of back and forth, back and forth. I mean, but as long as it's continuing to continuously making lower lows and not breaking higher, then we could possibly say that it's going to reach for this low here, that fair value gap. So let's just see. So glad we're not in a trade. Oh, snaps. Oh my goodness. Yo. This is amazing. It feels so much better to be a spectator. What does he say? You can either speculate or spectate? No. What does he say? Spectator versus I don't remember. Basically sitting on the sidelines watching versus being a participant. That's what it is. You can either participate or speculate. And so let's reevaluate. So now we're coloring out the lines again. It totally disregarded this fair value gap again, possibly because we pulled into here. That's the only one respected that I see. But I can't get no bearings. It's not following suit with the DXY. The DXY is making lower lows, so we should be seeing higher highs. So the fact that this is so cool because this is exactly what he preaches to us as to like, these are the days you should recognize that like you would really like to be on the sidelines of, because just imagine if like we were actually in a trade and okay, just imagine if like originally we bought right here, probably could have been done and done. What time was that? If I was like on time, we probably could have got our 5 handles. I was late though, and it was a bit choppy, so it probably wasn't going to be the smoothest buy. But then okay, so when I come on the charts, right? We drop down, test it again, go higher, then we broke down below it. It makes sense that we are seeing this, because we did have a market structure shift bearish. So it is cool to see this reaction lower. The only thing is it's not making sense with the DXY. So I couldn't even be honest and say like I would have taken this sell. Let's see. Oh, that would have been nice though. Where's 5 handles? Right there. That would have been nice though. With the draw on liquidity from where I was drawing yesterday, which was the new week opening gap. That could have been nice. But here again, like, okay, let's say, for instance, we entered at the bottom of this fair value gap. So I'm going to delete this one. Because we have a volume imbalance coupled with a fair value gap here. So we would have had a setup looking like this. With a, with a pretty high stop loss, for one. Yes? Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay. So we would have had a setup looking something like this. 5 handles never look so far away. But I mean, I guess that is kind of cool because we do have this inefficiency down here with a higher time frame draw on liquidity being this here. So that would have been nice. That would have been like a normal setup for us. That's kind of like what we do. Man, this week has really messed up like my frame of thinking, like for real, because, but hopefully it doesn't mess me up permanently and we can get back once we have a normal day with where the normal rules apply. It'll be like riding a bike, you know, as opposed to being like mentally scarred forever. The DXY made that 15-minute low, still working on its retracement. Looks like it still can be going lower. That's why I'm so confused why SPX isn't going higher. I guess I'm not confused. I guess this is what's to be expected. So, yeah. Wait, let me make a mental eye where that would have been at if it completely fills in this busy. But I think it's going to just continue to be stupid, ugly, and consolidate. Still in this range. And look at this. If we fib this range and find equilibrium, that's exactly like where we're hanging out around. Oh, there goes Nas. Okay, I think I'm getting a better idea of how to work this. 1 minute. There we go. Nas, what did it do? It made a lower low too, didn't take out its low here. I mean, it only makes sense for it to go up because the DXY looking like it's going down, but individually, it's not respecting any of the bullish PD arrays. I guess it did just come down into, but damn, into this fair value gap? Jeez, Wally. It's all nasty. But the DXY, look at this. Let me collapse that. Go to the DXY. DXY is still pushing lower. DXY looking like it's the only one that's really following the rules. Targeting this low next before this high to this higher time frame. Drawing liquidity. So we should expect higher prices on SPX. Will it really do that? I don't know. I doubt it. We have opening bell in 15 minutes. Let me just say again, I'm so grateful I don't have any skin in this game. Because, my oh my, this is giving me flashbacks from yesterday. But it feels so much better because I'm not a participant. Are these equal lows? This came in at 3985. 3985.2. 395.2. So those are relatively equal. So we're back up to where the sells would have been, back to their entry. If the buyers, what the buyer's feeling? The buyer's like, oh yeah, we're good because it came here. I'm like, that's cool. Kinda. It didn't even come in all the way. But I mean, this fair value gap from here to here, how deep is that fair value gap? That is about 3 handles high. It looks like it came down to equilibrium. Consequential encroachment, though, that's good. Almost. Oh, but he did say if you're truly bullish, you don't want to see it touch consequential encroachment. Hey, this is looking nice, though. It broke that high. That's good. DXY pushing lower. We're on tandem. Yay, finally. Let me see. Did SPX, NAS broke its high. Okay. Looking good. Let's see. And it came down, rejected this inversion, going for that high. Okay. Life makes sense again. Finally. That makes me happy. Because we took the sell side liquidity, so we should be taking buy side liquidity. DXY is going lower. That's what makes sense. We just broke higher. So then you look back through this. If it comes all the way to this volume imbalance, I'm gonna be like, yo, really? But as long as it doesn't take this low, then that's good. That's good to see. Take out this high after. We have opening bell in 10 minutes. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying before I heard the door. I was like, just imagine like if we got in this and we bought, then we sold, then we bought again. Like this would have been our third trade for the day. Trying to get on sides. But it's finally looking right. Like the DXY is going lower. We should see higher prices in SPX. And then we have a higher time frame draw on liquidity, being these relatively equal highs up here. Premium, discount, since we already took discount. And then we do have a lot of beef from yesterday. So that'll be cool, but we taking it step by step. Oh, we took that high. That's good. We don't want to see it take any more lows. Next high would be up here. Do we know how like far 5 handles was? Like, does anybody remember? If we would have entered here, that would have had a nasty stop loss too, though. If we would have entered off the purple. Oh, I see. Because the fair value gap. So where did this purple come from? Oh, this fair value gap. Okay. Yeah, that would have been deep. That would have been deep. Yeah, so I wouldn't have liked that setup anyways. My mentor does say, like, when you have 2 fair value gaps on top of each other, you would enter in the top one, but after you've allowed it to trade to the second one. But even this, it hasn't even really traded to the second one. On the 3-minute, though, it has traded into the fair value gap. But from what displacement, though? Like, it hasn't even displaced on the 3-minute, besides right here. Oh, okay. So that means since we just got our displacement, we would just be now getting an entry, maybe between these two. Okay. because it just displaced. What about on the 5-minute? We did make a shift. Okay. I want to see how with the parameters if this was the entry within here. From this fair value gap to this low, that looks like a little better of a stop loss with 5 handles being like up here. That looks a little bit better than the one over here because it's so big. And we didn't even see no clear displacement. On the 1 minute, I had to wait for it to get down into here, but obviously it didn't. The DXY hasn't taken out its 15-minute low. Man, I am so grateful because how I'm feeling right now is 10 times better than how I was feeling yesterday. I don't know if you guys can tell as the viewers, like if you see my demeanor any different. Like yesterday I was on a whole nother one. I was stressed. I do not miss that. And I'm so glad I actually listened to the rules today because this would have had me just, especially coming from a day like yesterday, I would have been wacko. Still not. Still not doing what I would like to see. Volume imbalance, last line of defense for the Bulls. Last line of defense. You don't want to see this low being taken. The Bears, I don't know. Like, let me try to make an argument for the Bears. We got this fair value gap in here, colored outside the lines, didn't take a stop, but then I guess we did make a short-term low, then a short-term high. That's bogus. Nah, this is all chop. Look at this on the 5-minute. Oh my goodness. Yo, this is probably the worst days that I've seen thus far since like February 7th. I don't think I've seen anything this bad before since February 7th. The DXY, you see how it closed up here, maybe retrace back up into here to continue lower to here. 5 minutes left in the 15-minute though, so yeah. Look at this. From yesterday's low at 2:45 till 2:30 yesterday's high, and then our highest high this morning at 6:15. We have gone nowhere. I'm so excited to see what my mentor has to say. Like, anybody who didn't listen, I know you guys felt it this morning. I'm gonna be like, I listened. I didn't take any trade. He also says, like, just because you're sitting on the sidelines doesn't mean don't watch tape. Like, you should, like, it's a valuable lesson to read the tape and see how much you really don't want to be a part of this. And I don't. I'm so, look, another one taken. Yep. This is going down while the DX is going down. Like, I'm so glad. And he said that too. I love it when he speaks and it like be for real. The sell guy, like the people who's selling, I don't know. You could have trusted this. Like, we're still in these two from when I first logged on. Like, I put the sell one here and the buy one here, and all we've done was respect both of them so far, and not respected them like to a T either. Colored outside the lines on the buy side, Covered outside the lines on the sell side. This is hilarious. It's only hilarious because I'm not a part of it. If I was a part of it, I'll probably be in distress. Sad and shit. There's probably some people out there who can trade these type of like environments, like consolidations and stuff. I don't know. 3 minutes though until opening bell. Let me look at Nas. Nas made a higher high. It didn't come down as low. Let me see. This low. Didn't take that low. Okay, it's the same. Oh my goodness. Now look. Now it wants to pull back up. Yo, okay. That's what I'm talking about. Like if we look at the 3 minute, this and this has been keeping price. So funny. I can't wait till things get back to normal because this is messing up my brain. Like he wants us to look at this mess and see how it doesn't follow the rules. It's making me like forget what the rules are. I'm gonna have to go study again because no, I'm just kidding. I study every day. I try to at least. I studied yesterday for sure, for sure. I had a great productive day yesterday. Oh, and he also said avoid trading on days after a big range. I studied that yesterday too, and it's crazy. That's what he said today too. He's consistent in his rules. I like that. I'm ready to eat though. I'm ready for my yogurt. I don't got no kefir. That's why I've been so hungry. I'm ready for my yogurt and coffee. Ugh. I'm ready for things to get back to normal just so I can like I don't like being like a student and trying to learn and then you see when things aren't following the rules cuz it kind of like can mess up like my like growth. I'm just hoping though once things do get back to normal, it'll be like riding a bike. That I'll be able to just get back to where I left off. DXY looking like it's breaking down. Back lower, so we should see higher prices. I've been saying that it hasn't been delivering. So I'm just a broken record at this point. But it hasn't been breaking lower either. So it's just been taking one short-term high after another short-term high. New York 1. Opening bell. Maybe we can get some action. Maybe we can get some action. Maybe we can get some action. Hey, where's my yellow line? What the fuck? My yellow line should open. Yeah. Finally. Doing what we thought it should do. Let's see if it can break out of this, though. We've been here before. DXY is bleeding out, though. So hopefully we can take this high. Finally. I guess we had to wait for opening bell to see something. Finally. Finally. I've been saying that all morning. Goodness gracious. Look at the DXY. Bleeding. Going exactly to where I thought it should go. To this fair value gap. Why don't we trade DXY? Because I be calling it. Ooh, ooh. So I like that. Finally, we breaking higher. Still gotta. Oh my gosh. Not this red box again. Come on. Not the red box. It got me all excited. Thank you. Keep going. Keep going. Let me refresh this really quick. Because I don't see my time. I don't like that. What's going on? Because normally I should see a yellow line pop up. Let me see. It's showing it on my iPad. There we go. I'm getting distracted. This is what I've been waiting to see all day. All day. Yay! Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. You guys saw it live here. It was a bit rocky. But we painted outside the lines a few times here, but it respected it nonetheless. Broke these highs. I'm glad to see that. What the hell? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out where are my sessions. Bro, what the fuck? No. Maybe there was like some update or something and it changed my. Because you guys remember, like, on the background, you can see like a yellow vertical line to indicate opening bell. See, ever since this morning, and it was like delayed data or something, got my shit whooped out. Man. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Maybe I don't need them. Oh, damn. Sorry, guys. I'm a bit distracted. What I'm trying to figure out is what happened to my sessions. Wow. Talk about a liquidity sweep. Goodness gracious. Y'all know this is why I don't like opening bell. But it pulled back down here at the top of that. Hopefully continue going up. I'm trying to figure out. I think like TradingView updated or something. Oh no. No, I'm gonna have to fix this all again. Let me see if my team's TradingView is acting weird. Ooh, ooh wee. Oh my. Let me get back to the tape because something's crazy is going on. What's DXY doing? Oh, I see. I see what happened. The DXY came down into that 1 hour fair value gap and gave a nice reaction higher. Rejection. It made it to that target. That's all I had for the morning. That's the only one that I saw. I thought it was gonna do that reaction was gonna give more for SPX. It didn't. It gave it a nice little boom up, but that's all it was a little boom. It didn't even take any. I guess it did take a few buy side liquidity. It took all this up here. So I'm more concerned. What happened to my sessions? I had my sessions so beautifully laid out. I had my London, my 12 a.m. midnight opening candle, 9:30 opening bell. No, lunch. I had lunch. And I had my last hour macro. And I don't see none of that on here. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Ugh. Who gave it authority to update without my permission? And I keep reloading and thinking it's gonna come back. Go away. Let me reload again. Nope. What if it's gone? I'm gonna have to figure out how to put it back. Ugh. Hate when they change things on me. Okay, but sorry. Let me see what's going on. SPX looking like it's breaking lower, but not really. We're still like in between these two purple boxes. We had a wick outside the purple box, took some buy side liquidities. Don't believe this gap. That wasn't a real gap. Like, let me show you. See, wasn't a real gap. My freaking trading view. I don't know what's going on. Hope they not watching me. I ain't nobody to watch. I'm not big honcho out here. I'm just a small town gal. Yeah, but it's breaking lower now. It's probably just trying to fill in this entirely. So let's see if the sell side can be taken after the buy side was taken. After the buy side was taken, we had a displacement lower, came back up. Possibly. My mind is like, where is my... It was a good morning. Just on the fact that I did not enter and I did not have to feel any pain or sorrow. I think my mentor is coming soon. Let me see. He said he will come at... What time did he say? 9:45. Final thought for today before we meet live at 9:45. So, guys, it was great. I don't know if hopefully it was great for you guys also. It was great for me because I didn't have to relearn my lesson from yesterday. Like, since we got on the charts, it came down, did a lot of choppiness. I couldn't find any clear place to get in. It finally respected it here at 9:30. Did it even give us 5 handles if we would have bought from here? Okay. We could have got our 5 handles if we would have trusted it. I didn't trust it though. Well, I wasn't going to get in anyways because like the first time it entered, it came down, came against us, but didn't take out our stop loss, came back up. We could have got our 5 handles high key. Came back down, opening bell, sent it up way past TP. So that's good. We would have been able to get our 5 handles without it taking out a stop loss. But just imagine, like, if we did enter here, our stop loss would have had to been, like, theoretically way down here. And that's more than what I would have been comfortable with taking for real, for real. I probably would have stopped it here just to allow price to get into this volume imbalance and then into this without having to take it at the true low. And it probably would have worked out. But I'm glad I wasn't a part of it. So I hope you guys were able to see. Let me know, like tweet me at trader_girl1112, so 1112. If you guys want to see my P&L list, like from like to make sure like, oh, did she really take a trade today? Was she lying? And did she really take this? Hit me up. I'll let you know. I'll show you. I didn't. And I don't feel bad. I don't have no FOMO. I don't feel like, man, I should have. I am not ashamed to show ya. I do want to see price continue to break up higher just because the DXY is looking like it's breaking down lower and we got so much beef that needs to fill in. It looks like it just completely filled this fair value gap, which would have been my last line of defense if I was in a buy. But if I wasn't a buy, I probably would have been taking it like once I got to 5 handles. And I would have been like maybe stressing this whole time, like, yay, oh, yay, oh, yay. That's probably how I would have been. But yeah, so I hope you guys found this insightful. If anything, you guys were able to see me firsthand, be disciplined, sit on my hands. I didn't do anything. Hopefully that's what you guys were able to see. I feel really good about my discipline. It was definitely hard for me. If you guys ever need to scratch that itch, just demo. Um, don't risk your live money. This stuff repeats. This is a bad week. It's a hectic week. Still grateful for the week to be able to learn and witness this, but don't be a participant. Be a speculate. Don't participate. If anything, that's what we learned today. Even though we did see it get 5 handles, it didn't quite get to our TP, but we could have possibly been able to got our 5 handles, but it probably would have came with so much stress and anxiety. So yeah. I will be back again tomorrow. You know, this is my passion. I love watching price, even though I probably won't press the button for the rest of the week. I don't feel the need to like want to sleep in. Like I go to sleep super early. So I love doing this. This is my passion. I love going to work. So I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully you guys are too. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Shout out to my supporters. If you guys missed this live, it will be uploaded to YouTube. I don't have any content for TikTok because I didn't take any trades. So maybe PM session if we get some clarity, but I know my mentor says don't trade after AM session Wednesday on NFP week. So I don't know. I'll try to get some content just for TikTok and Instagram purposes. I'm definitely not going to use my real money though. Oh, my mentor. He's here. Gotta go. It's been great. Stay tuned. I will be back tomorrow.